challenges in the morning, but welcome to Tuesday. I'm back online after and should be good shortly. All right. Let's see. So, getting some issues, but everything's sounding good on my end. There's any audio problems? Okay. Out. Let me do a quick refresh. Okay. I do apologize. I'll for itself or if it's
Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me? Well, we'll stop that echo there, but how about now? Good morning, guys. All right, good. Okay, so Jarad seems to be having some issues here. We're gonna try to figure out if he can get back on. Hey, Peter. Yeah, no, I came on also. I can hear you perfectly fine. Also. Thank you guys. It's good to be back. And thank you for all the well wishes I received through email and messages. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. My dad is doing very well. We had a scare with him yesterday, but thankfully all is well. So glad to be back and get the engines rolling again. So, all right, guys. Jared's figuring things out on his end. While he does that, we'll just kind of sit tight here a little bit and wait to see if he can come back on and give us by now a very quick review of the overall market. I mean, obviously, we won't have enough time to go into details as he does every morning, which I caught a few of that while I was away. Again, it's just incredible how much knowledge he has of the overall markets and how things are moving, each sector, and all of that. So, again, definitely a critical part of this pre-market show that we do here. So, let me see here. One second, guys, just checking something.
You knew that it was actually working. 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 That was awesome.
Okay. It sounds as if we had a couple back end changes there to get that echo to resolve, but it looks as if I'm coming back on audio wise. So let's see if we can get set up here and just kind of move forward with the pre-market prep. All right, y'all. So just real quick, audio sounding good. YouTube, everything's looking good. Y'all let me know if anything changes. But otherwise, we'll go ahead and just start with, this is Engineering the Markets. It's July 27th, 2021. My name is Jared. Let's talk about a few things that market's been offering in terms of both opportunity and risk. So big bits of information that we've been seeing inside of our gappers list as far as intraday, a lot of overhead news and catalyst changes kind of shifting the perception of this market has been pretty much the entire Chinese-based market. So whether you're looking at individual stocks, each of which having quite dramatic sell-offs throughout the entirety of 2021, a lot of them topping near the beginning of the year and putting in basically a full decline, in some cases getting to 40–50% declines from the highs, some much worse, and even in the case of newer offerings such as DD, we're seeing pretty poor initial reactions and some catalyst news post offering or post listing. So with this marketplace, oftentimes it can be a little bit concerning seeing the dramatic decline, seeing the headline risk. As traders, we need to understand those aspects of this market because we are seeing gaps inside of the daily chart that can often facilitate larger than normal losses if you're looking to try and catch some of these dips. It can also just have a lot of opportunity thrown in if you are following the overall trends and these gap downs are often sort of accelerating the potential movement inside of these stocks. But at a high level, when we look at some ETFs, right here I have just a very simple GXC, which is the spider index version of the China ETF. A lot of these holdings are significantly impacting this ETF based on its weighting, along with the pressure that we're seeing to the downside. So just for a quick bit of a sort of level on what this ETF holds, you'll see that inside of this platform, it's a little hard to determine the actual industry breakdown. And that's mainly because a lot of these stocks are listed in either OTC markets or simply are not correlated to a specific ADR, which is going to be your American Depository Receipt, specific ticker name under those holding, I'll just say it, those holding structures. So some names here may be familiar. We have things like BABA, JD, NEO, which has actually come up quite a bit in this ETF because it is market cap weighted. Baidu, PDD, and then down the list we see things like YMC. But for those who are familiar with the Chinese markets, you'll also recognize some key names that are not necessarily listed by ticker. These are going to be things like Tencent, and in a similar vein, Tencent Music Entertainment, so TME. You'll see things like Meituan Daiping, China Construction, and Ping An Insurance, which is one of the largest insurance groups in the world. Now, a lot of these stocks you can find outside of this ETF by just simply knowing the appropriate ticker name. So for example, Tencent is listed, but you'll notice that it is listed as an OTC holding. So the way that this platform displays it, it's not going to show those inside of the breakdown of the fundamentals for the ETF. But high level, we're looking at a marketplace that is going through a fairly major correction overall, regardless of the stock that you're looking at. Oftentimes, these declines have hit approximately 40 to 50% in the case of some of the previous highs that were set. A lot of them are starting to basically hit those points inside of the technical perspective of getting to near-term capitulation. And with every sell-off, oftentimes we're, as traders, looking for opportunity. Whether this opportunity comes in the form of basically riding this trend until conditions change, which at this time has been very successful if you are short the Chinese market. You are seeing declines in a lot of these holdings, which are more or less just taking a little bit of a correlated sell-off to the downside. A lot of these are either consumer discretionary based stocks. They do have a lot of sort of retail impact in the Chinese markets. Most of them also constitute large internet service providers, along with just technology-based companies. And you can see those more inside of different ETFs like KWEB, which is represents like a Chinese internet ETF, still seeing a lot of that downside, still facing the exact same sort of pressures, albeit a lot of the known impacts, the ones that have taken effect on specific stocks, are not necessarily directed at these companies. We are just seeing more of a entire emerging market / Chinese selling pressure. Another kind of common ETF a lot of people kind of monitor and use is one called Asher. For this one, I do recommend looking into the holdings a bit more. This one does have a bit of a different spin on the holdings and the weightings of these. But all in all, with this downside, there is a lot of uncertainty in this area. And as traders, we are looking for imbalance in the market, not only because it can give us excellent risk to reward in terms of things becoming overbought, oversold, but as investors as well, looking into these moments in time in history when things are essentially all headed in the same direction. Usually that can offer the right opportunity if you know where to look. So in the case of a lot of these names, as traders, what we are starting to watch for is the potential for something known as capitulation. And very simply, for capitulation, we simply want to define it as when the last sellers are out of this market. That leads to the type of imbalance that can give us immense reward, both in the opposite direction of the trend, along with potentially setting up the perception that this marketplace has bottomed. So it can be both a price-based setup, something that is quite advantageous for long bounce type traders, but additionally, the marketplace's perception of, well, if the entirety of the sellers are out of this market, then that provides a buying opportunity. Now, when will this occur? That is something that no one can really accurately ascertain at this time. We are seeing the likelihood that this news cycle, along with the price-based reactions, will continue in the short term, so long as market participants are fearful along with risk adverse in this marketplace. This, of course, started, I believe, early last year with the decisions made through the Ant group with some of the Chinese government and Jack Ma, along with preventing certain merger events with Tencent and I believe it was Huyu and Douyu, I believe, are the two companies that the merger was avoided. We are also seeing downside with Tencent Music Holding. Now, this one was wrapped up with the Archegos incident, so there was this sort of massive correction that occurred prior to some of the litigation efforts that are taking place, where their ability to hold certain music licensing and that monopolistic practice that was taking place, that is, of course, being subverted by the Chinese government. So the headline risk is here. This is certainly taking a short-term effect on this market. We are seeing sharp moves to the downside. And with these sharp moves, we need to understand that some of these stocks, specifically ones that have major fundamental changes inside of their business model, are likely never to return to their all-time highs, in the sense that their company is simply not providing the same cash flow profitability model and basically purpose for investing in them in the first place. These models have changed, and these downside moves are simply justified in certain ways, albeit maybe a bit overblown when looking at just the companies directly. But in other areas, things like solid companies like Baba, things like Tencent, certain companies with a bit more of a fundamental draw to them, and reading between the lines when it comes to whether or not certain regulations by the government will take effect into these names, along with knowing as American investors that we are buying into ADR-based companies. These are these American depository receipt companies. The Chinese government has set up VIE structures, which are variable interest entity structures, which allow for the actual companies to structure a shell, basically corporation around the ability for American investors to basically buy in without major voting rights or some of the legal actions that owning an actual equity entails. So there are some known risks. The American government is putting in more and more information and litigation around the idea that these companies are needing to be audited. There needs to be more visibility for American investors, along with what we are actually purchasing. It's not quite the same as purchasing a US-based company. But all that said, as traders or investors or just someone looking to take advantage of this opportunity, what we are starting to wait for now is a moment in time where this selling pressure either the selling pressure subsides to the event that we can find good risk to reward scenarios in these companies that have a reason to bottom. And what I'm looking at here is starting with the high level, just like we do with overall markets. We want to start off with something like an ETF or just a basket of these stocks to see if there is some sort of sentiment change occurring within the technical structure. Are we getting too oversold? Are we starting to find capitulation points? You will see this in higher volume sell-offs, usually led by reversal type structures. You want to think dragonfly dojis or pin bars, engulfing structures near the lows during high volume events, something that can define risk for us as traders and take advantage of the imbalance of the marketplace. As investors, however, it is even more important to look through what you are purchasing as an investor, knowing what you are buying before you go and buy it, and understanding that this marketplace has been hit quite hard. And with most downside moves in the marketplace, there is opportunity available, but knowing where to find it, how to search for it, and ultimately knowing what the risk factors are, because there are risks here. And just like any other investment, these risks can compound and reflect in the price of your investment. So keep all that in mind as we move into this week. The theme of a lot of our gappers has been China stocks, and therefore I figured it was worth discussing not only this marketplace and some of the underlying risks. We've seen the news cycle hit some of these names, but additionally, knowing that this is not an all-out I would say sell-off in all areas of the market. There are certain portions of this marketplace that are holding better than others, and oftentimes those will not only capitulate first, but they'll have some of the best recoveries. So those are the ones you want to look for as traders, and then ultimately as investors, if you find there is good risk to reward in terms of the investment of the company, albeit these are not necessarily directly the companies in most names, unless you're buying directly on the Hong Kong or Shanghai exchanges. Understanding those risks and putting that into your portfolio, your management of your investment, and ultimately diversifying, whether it be through these ETFs or simply not allocating large portions of your portfolio towards a more risky investment. So now, with all this, we're going to see our gappers today. There's going to be more downside in these key names. Stocks like Baba, JD, PDD, Billy, Baidu, they're all down 5, 6, 7% at least before presenting they were. Once again, as traders, using these large drops, these significant gap downs, and looking at the ETF, finding reasons for buyers to consider purchasing, which I've gone ahead and marked, and seeing intraday, if we get the sort of reactionary volume and the sort of downside, I would say, selling pressure to stop, which can hopefully lead to buyers coming in and changing the supply-demand imbalance. Those are going to be the opportunities that may present themselves today in a lot of these names. Now, whether the selling just continues today, we do see a big gap down. That certainly could be it. We don't have to capitulate today, but be looking for it. It should be on your watch list as an opportunity this week amidst all of the earnings and all of the other economic events that we do have to trade. So if you like this, this marketplace, or if you're looking for those moments as traders, we certainly saw what that can provide inside of other marketplaces. I want to call out the cruises and the airliners, which in my opinion have capitulated, and that is formed through these technical structures, these high volume sell-offs into indecision. We've seen the reaction against them. These are in the technical sense, if your stop is put below capitulation, it's low risk in terms of a trade, high reward if you catch the bottom. And I don't have to bring up all the names to really show the power of capitulation, but these bottoming events are really good for defining where you should define your risk and knowing that if we head lower, then we haven't capitulated yet. There's still more selling to come. So with that said, I'm Jarad. This is Engineering the Market. I think that's all the time I have today, but that's plenty to digest for today. And we'll look and see what opportunities lie in the markets after seeing the gappers this morning. Last but not least, we do have one of our major names coming out with earnings. Tesla did report fairly impressive earnings, but overall the price reaction has not been super impactful yet. We may see some of that volume come in today or throughout the week. So trade safe and stay tuned for pre-market prep with Carlos. Welcome back, Carlos, and I believe Norm. So thank you. Talk tomorrow.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, brother. I missed you. I hope you're doing all right.
Yes, doing all right. Glad to be
Welcome
back.
back.
We had an amazing time with a few scares, and probably you guys heard about my dad, but he's doing very well. So thank you, everyone, for that sending me messages and emails. I appreciate that. He is doing well this morning, and
Good to hear.
And vacation was fun. My car's still stuck up there, so we'll have to figure that part out. But aside of that, we had an amazing time having all the family together. The first vacation I had actually since COVID, so it was fun just to get away for a bit there. All right, cool. Let's get right into it, guys. I don't have any stocks for yesterday, so let's just go right into the market post, get a quick overview of what's coming up for the next couple of days.
Yeah, brother. Jarad did a deep dive, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But I mean, Qs are essentially flat. S&P's down a little bit. Today we've got durable goods and non-defense capital goods that just came out a couple of minutes ago. Case-Shiller home price index out at 9. Can't wait to see how many multiples of 10. Housing prices went up. Consumer confidence at 10, and housing vacancy. So, right up against all-time highs on the SPY. So not surprised to see a little bit of consolidation here. You know, you've been out, but that there have been really two underlying stories going through that's been comprising our gappers list for the most part. Of course, we're in earnings, so we're getting those, but just really the story of Chinese regulation has been putting a bunch of Chinese stocks on our gap down list, as you can see once again this morning. And then Bitcoin and crypto in general has kind of been on a roller coaster. Some days it has loaded our gap up scanner. Sometimes it's hit the gap down scanner like this morning. So really just all over the place.
Sounds like you guys been having some fun without me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, let's see what's going on there. All right, guys, so let's get to it. Our gappers list, as Nora mentioned, a lot in the red this morning, just a couple in the green, and everything in the green, guys. Low float. Everything here is under 20 million. That's why you see that yellow. So that color coded there kind of shows you what the float is. So a lot of low flow stuff there. Let's see what's going on. Not a whole lot in the green this morning. So starting with RLMD this morning. This doesn't look great. It is up 50%, but look at the volume here, 133,000 shares traded. Huge gap up, but again, just doesn't look clean, guys. 16 million. We got to see a little bit more volume. Maybe we'll get that a little later down the line.
I will say this has been halted. This is a biotech that just had drug news that came out. A study on a pain med showing that it's far less addictive than OxyContin, which is, of course, fantastic news. It has been halted. It just reopened a few minutes ago. So we'll have to see what happens here and how it plays out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see the T right on here. So, yeah, let's put this on here, guys.
It's got a crazy spread. I mean, it right now I wouldn't touch it, but I would at least, give it some time to develop. Maybe something comes of it. Who knows?
Yeah, that is a big catalyst. So we'll definitely keep that on there for a bit. Here's OSAT this morning, 3.2 million shares flow, 730,000 shares traded. Right now, they're up 23%. Pre-market not looking all that exciting on the 1 minute. Let's check the 5, get a bigger time frame in here. A little bit choppy, as you can see. Not great, guys. If it gets better, guys, throw it back out to us. I'm not going to add this one. I think we can find something hopefully a little bit better than this right now. And then we have Neuro. Neuro's on here. This one's been crazy because I was watching, I was catching up with you guys in the pre-market here and there in the morning as I wake up so early and the rest of the family was sleeping. So I'll turn on the pre-market show. And I saw this was active a couple of times. Just wild, though. Very, very wild. It is up 2% right now. 181,000 shares traded. Not sure about this one. We do not have shares for short with Interactive Brokers, so it might not be a whole lot of fun because this looks like it's getting weak here. Every candle selling down, as you can see here, coming down to this level of support. So not sure what's left for this one, guys. Pre-market action, not a whole lot of volume. Sitting at 3.8 million shares flow. So we'll keep it off for now. If it gets better, as you guys know, throw it back out to us. Here's SPRT this morning, 251,000 shares traded. Not a great pre-market action so far. I mean, we're not seeing a whole lot here. The daily, for the most part, doesn't look great neither. And this one is sitting. What's the float on this? It just disappeared from our gappers list. It popped up for a bit and went away. We are looking at 17. Also another low flow. Again, just nothing but low flows this morning on the gap up list. So not a big fan of it the way it's sitting right now. I think the only one that might have some potential, as you mentioned, Norm, is this RLMD.
And it's not yet. I mean, it's not yet. Right. This is ugly as hell right now. You got a 50-cent spread. It's been as much as $1. It's really not doing much. It's got a very thin level 2. It's got very thin order flow. So, it might be something that does something later. At this moment, not much.
I agree. Guys, for those that, if you want to get more information on here, there's a way to do that. I think is, actually, let me do that now. It's configuration. It's a level 2, I believe it is. There's a way to do that. You come down here, I think you select like at 100 or something like that. And this is the new menu that they did now, which I don't like as much. I think the other one's a little bit better. If you change these to 100, you can get more level 2 information on here. And I like to keep some of these the same color as well. So I'll change this to gray. It's just better on the eyes. So we'll do that here. Let's see if that works out. And there it is. So actually I wanted the same color gray, so I'll fix that later. But if you want to get more information, as you see, sometimes Thor does his recap and you see a lot more on there. That's the way you would do that. All right, so we'll keep it off. We'll keep it on here for now. Again, this has some potential, but as Norm mentioned, doesn't look great just yet. This thing is moving very aggressively. If you are going to trade this, guys, be very, very careful if you're going to be touching this in the pre-market action this morning. All right, let's see what's gapping down today. We have a whole lot. We'll look at the first top 5 or so. Too many to go through all of these here. BT this morning, they're down 13%, but looking pretty strong in the pre-market, trying to get back into the green area here. Looks like had a big day yesterday. Let's take a quick look on how that traded. Oh yeah, nice big day yesterday here. So looking at the chart, looks like it traded very clean. Not sure if you guys took advantage of that. Could be a potential continuation today. We got great volume on this, guys. 1 million shares traded right now. It is a 15 million shares flow, so it is a low flow stock. We'll put it here next to RLMD. It's funny though, although this is a low flow stock, I feel this is one that's a little more manageable, that you can actually trade okay. So we'll keep this one on here, see if this is something that we can take advantage of today. Heading on down, NCTY, another low flow sitting at 8.2 million shares float. This morning, they are down 12%. Are these two in the same boat here? They look very similar as far as daily. No, they're not. What is this NCTY? The 9 Limited American Depository looks like.
Oh, it's a Chinese internet retailer.
Okay, so yeah, this is not,
excuse me, gaming. Sorry,
gaming. Okay, yeah. Also
crypto gaming.
Stock. Yeah,
it is. Yes, I'm sorry. I was looking at my dog's driving me nuts, dude. I apologize.
No worries.
Your NCTY and BTBT are both crypto China stuff. So
okay. I know BTBT we traded before in the past, so I'll keep that one on. I'm not gonna keep NCTY. We'll keep that off for now. NRXP does not look great. Another 1.8 million shares flow leading the way here. Again, more low flows leading our gap down list as well. This is 1.8. I'm not seeing anything great here. Volume is extremely light for the low float that we like to see there, down 9.6. Heading down, BEKE this morning, they've been getting killed, as you can see here. Not a great daily. The last couple of days getting a nice little drop here. They're down again 6.7 this morning with 776,000 shares traded. Quick look on how they've been trading over the last 2 days. This was yesterday, so it doesn't seem too bad. Looks like they got great volume, 31 million shares traded. We do have shares for short on this one. Maybe a possible, guys, on this. I know we looked at this in the past. Maybe a possible. Let's keep an eye on this one. BEKE. It's the best we've seen so far. Here's Billy this morning. I know Billy can trade very well. They're taking a hit, 6.5, 406,000 shares traded. I do like the drops on this daily, man. They've been getting killed. Wow. Look at this drop here, guys. All the way from 110 just a couple of days ago down to 87. Trying to find some support here. I know Billy's one that actually the daily doesn't look as good, but it can trade very well in the intraday. I traded in the past many times. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, Billy, this morning. We do have shares for short on that one. NTES not looking good. Very choppy pre-market action. Huge drop here as well this morning. I'm going to pass on this one. Futu. Right before that, CAN, which is, again, we talked about the Bitcoin stuff. Mara is one of the ones that seems to be the best for me. Mara and Ride, they tend to get a little more volume. This morning, they're down 4.2 after a nice gap up yesterday. I think I'm going to keep an eye on Mara. Let's see what Ride looks like today. Ride this morning. Yeah, I think I'll go with Mara today. They got slightly more volume, not by much, really. We'll keep Mara on deck for this morning. Heading down, Futu this morning, they're they're getting killed as well, guys. Down 5.6 this morning, 538,000 shares traded, pre-market action. Looking okay. Again, I don't usually like the way this one trades, so I don't add it to my list. But if you do like it, please add it to yours. HTHT, what do we have here? HTHT pre-market action is very choppy right now, 215, down 5.6. Had a rough day yesterday, as you can see there. Normally, this stock, looking at the volume, does not trade a whole lot of volume, as you can see down here. Only 5 million yesterday, and a big move there, and we'll see where it goes today. So I'm not a fan of that one either, guys. We'll stop here.
As you mentioned, their average daily volume is just over 1 million shares. So
yeah. So not great at all. Their spread right now looking pretty good so far. We can always look at it later, guys. But let's take it to the room, guys. It's a lot on here. I know we got some favorites on here. I do see Baidu, which you guys like a lot. We'll probably look at that. XPEV, Lee, Intel. So a couple of okay ones here. We'll see what we come up with. Norm, anything you like on your end this morning?
I mean, even though it's not as high, and you already went through some of these, definitely INTC. They're trading on high volume. They came out and kind of discussed their future plans and such last night, I believe, after market hours. So it'll be in play today. Win is not part of this Chinese destruction. At least it's not a Chinese business, even though they have operations over there. So those two I would say look interesting to a degree. I'm not seeing a lot. I mean, I don't like playing this. Trading this Chinese disaster that's going on. So that's personally what I would be looking at myself.
Yeah. Over in the room, guys, let's start here with Matt. You're giving us INTC. Actually, we have that one already. So let's look at David from Connecticut. You're giving us BABA. We'll start there. BABA this morning, they are down 3.3. And again, I think if there is a Chinese stock to trade, I think this was one of the most cleaner ones, right? It can trade very well. It's got great volume most of the time. Already this morning, 1 million shares traded. You're down 3.4, and you do have shares for sure. So this could be a nice one to keep an eye on. And this one also getting killed over the last couple of days, because look at these drop here. Gapped up huge yesterday, sold off for the entire day, and gapping down some more today. So this one is definitely a play. I normally don't like to trade this one, but on a day like today, I think it's worth taking a look at this one this morning. Let's look at CAN. So Jesse's giving us CAN. So again, you can go with this one. You can go with Mara. You can go with Riot. I tend to like Mara. CAN, guys, I think the volume is a little bit lighter at times and doesn't move as clean. Again, that's just the way I see this one. So you can't go wrong with any of these three. I'm just going to watch Mara instead. I think this one moves a little cleaner. Even now in the pre-market, you're seeing such a better, cleaner price action, right? Look at how that's forming right now, especially after 7 o'clock, right? And on, you see how great that is looking there. If we look at CAN, it's just a little more choppier. So you're still getting that same move, but just look how choppier it is on here. So I'd rather watch Mara for those reasons. Heading on down, Pedro is giving us DYAI. So DYAI this morning. What's the float on this? I don't like the way it's moving right now, and I'll explain to you why. DYAI, this is a 19 million shares flow. So we'll see where it goes here. But usually stocks that do this, they have this huge pop up and then they start selling right back down towards the base of that first initial pop up. I don't like it. It's just especially, and usually you see this with low flow stocks. Be very careful, guys. People are just pumping this up and then dumping their shares on this thing. I would be surprised if the thing makes it back up to the high of the day of the pre-market here. It can.
Average daily volume on that is tiny.
50,000?
232.
That's not bad. Not
232,000?
No, I'm saying bad, but I'm saying not bad that I almost got close to it.
It's horrendous.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
It trades nothing.
So I don't like this,
under
guys.
$5.
Yeah. This sign here, this pop up, and then the slam like this, it's just no good. Can it come back up? Yeah, but I just don't spend no time on something like this. It's just not worth you spending your time trading something like that. We can find something better, I guarantee you. Here's Zila. Zila this morning, they're up 16% with 7.9 million shares traded. Their daily has been very active. We saw that, all through July here. Kind of dipped down a little bit, so consolidation at the moment. It's got great volume, guys. I have not really found a good trade on this one. We'll review it. I'm going to put as a possible. We'll come back to that one. Here we go, Apple, and they got a catalyst, you're saying, Rena. So yeah, maybe that can help today, but I don't know. That stock is a little funky for me. Here's Apple, guys. Apple just so strong, coming back up against the all-time highs here. Now, I think, did it reach it yesterday? It looks like it might have touched on it yesterday, at least got very close to it. So again, just so strong. I think Apple is one that you can watch overall. We've been looking at this one every day here. Looks good. Let's look at Neo. Neo this morning, they are down 1.4, trying to hold on to this support here. Looks like we did pretty low here a couple of days here, around 40, and have been able to bounce back from that. So nice gap down here, recovered. Today we are down quite a bit, but again, recovering as well from the pre-market lows. This could be interesting. I like Neo today. This could be interesting. They seem to keep finding some kind of support there. Let's see if that's going to hold. Heading on down. Thank you, Edwin. Heading on down, we do have MMM. Do they have a catalyst? They usually don't trade very well.
They had earnings this morning, but they still,
Yeah, they could be crappy, guys. They're very choppy. Their volume is very light. They move a lot. You look at this candle here. So 203 to about 199 with only 3 million shares traded. So I don't really like stocks that do that. Again, it just could be a very choppy action, and the spread is going to be wider than usual. So I'll stay away from something like that. Let's take a look at Tesla today. I do have Neo on deck. Tesla this morning. Tesla is in a great consolidation, guys. This is really nice on the daily here. If we can get some kind of breakout, this can be pretty good. We're up 1.7 on this, 475. I think this is worth taking a second look at. So we'll add Tesla on there. AMC, yes, AMC is definitely worth watching. We've seen a couple of great moves there. I've seen some really good recasts from the members, Andrew and everyone trading this one. So yeah, let's add AMC. I think actually AMC could go on the top here. Let's do AMC there. We'll remove it from our secondary list. And heading down, we looked at Sela already, Anton. Again, I have it on here as a possible. We'll have to come back to it. Baba, JD looks kind of clean. Let's take a look at JD. Yeah, JD is definitely in play too. We were down 4.3 on this, 1.2 million shares traded. Wow, look at it yesterday. Very similar to Baba. And let's see how clean that was. Man, that was nice there. Nice drop here. Try to get going. Couldn't. Loses the VWAP. Great indication this thing wants to go towards the downside. Hits the low of the day. That was a beautiful, beautiful trade. So hoping you guys took advantage of that yesterday as well. I think we can add JD here. I'll put it here for now. We can move it up as we do a review of our list as we go forward. So DYA, yeah, we looked at that one, DYAI, and again, it just doesn't look good. So we'll stay away from that. All right, let's see here. Still heading on down. Apple, we have AMD. What's AMD up to? AMD's trying to get to that 95.44 at the moment. They got good volume, 508,000. Man, rough day yesterday. Look at that chop yesterday. Today, pre-market actions, okay. I think this could be a good one to keep a close eye on as they try to make their way up to the recent highs there tonight, that 94.50ish or so. Shimmy's giving us DD. We looked at this in the past. DD this morning, they're down 1.6 million shares traded. And at the moment, the day looks okay, trying to find some support. We could review it. I'm going to make space so we could review it. Let's put it on here, DD. We'll take a closer look at that one. UPS. So UPS is one of these stocks that also does not trade very well. They're down today, 2.1.
Earnings this morning.
Oh, okay. So they're down nicely today. They usually do not move very well. Today could be a difference maker with earnings. They got almost 70,000 shares traded, which is actually pretty good for their pre-market. They don't trade a whole lot. And if you look at their daily, their volume is extremely light. So we can add it on here, guys. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think I have ever traded UPS, even through earnings. I don't think I've never taken a trade on this one. Again, there's just not the best day trading stock, right? They're great for maybe a swing or something like that. We'll see. Let's see where this goes today. Heading down, BTBT, we do have. Neo, we do have. Has a catalyst, Neo? What's our catalyst, Mr. T? We'll see what's happening there. INTC, we do have on deck. Norm called that one out. That one looks good. Ogen from OJ. Ogen from OJ. What do we got here? Ogen, it's more of a penny stock. So we really don't look at these, at all. we barely look at low flow stocks. They got to look really good. We do not even bother with penny stocks, guys. Anything under $1 trading like this, it's just not worth it. Can you catch something good at times? You might be able to, but it's all about consistency. You got to be consistent. And penny stocks, trying to find consistency on the way we trade with penny stocks is very, very difficult. So don't put yourself behind the 8 ball trying to do something that you might not be able to find consistently every single day, right? So that's the issue with this, and it gets better with low float, but it's a lot better with mid to large flow stocks, right? This is why we always recommend, stick to that mid to large flow stocks. You're going to have a better time learning the process of trading. We guarantee that for sure. So let's take a look at a few favorite ones. American Airlines this morning. I know Jarad was talking about this earlier today. They had been having a nice comeback here, guys, going from 18 all the way up to 22 here and looking to go higher. They've been getting killed, as you know, over the last couple of 2 months or so. And so has CCL. CCL has been getting slammed as well. Jarad also talked about this a little bit. They are also bouncing back nicely here over the last couple of days. Good consolidation here between yesterday and the last week. Maybe a breakout. I do like CCL, guys, and American Airlines. We'll definitely take a look at those. Those are two that we know can trade very well if they get volume in the right direction. Right now, their consolidation looks pretty clean on the daily. I like where this looks. Hopefully, we can get some strength and start moving higher here towards 24. There could be some good opportunities there. So, Neo signs a deal to facilitate sales of vehicles to China, central government agencies report. Okay, we'll see where that goes. I mean, they're looking good today, guys. They got great volume. 1.3 is good volume for CCL in the pre-market. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So that's looking pretty good.
CCL.
Neo. Did I say CCL? No, Neo.
Yeah.
I meant Neo. Yeah.
That's all right. You're rusty. Yep. You've been out for a week.
Oh, yeah. I got it. I am rusty. I feel it. All right. Let's take a look here over on our YouTube chat. What do we have, guys? Let's start with, what do we have here? David, Neo, we have AMD and AMC, all three on deck. Zila, we looked at. I have it on here, but I'm not a big fan of it. We'll take a closer look again. JD, we do have as well. Okay, so you guys are calling out some of the same things we looked at. IG, I know we looked at this before. They're up 106% this morning. Not a great pre-market action. Looks pretty choppy here. A lot of that move was done yesterday after hours. Looks like here they took off. And now it's just shutting down. I do not have shares for sure. I'm just concerned this thing is just going to slam back down. So I'm not going to bother with this today, guys. It just doesn't look great here. So yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that this morning. Apple, we do have BA. I know BA's been, I know they got some bad news before I left. Looks like they're coming back here a little bit. So kind of a little bit of recovery, a little bit of consolidation. I don't see a whole lot of volume this morning. Their daily does look good though. So hopefully a nice little breakout here. If we can get going, that'll be nice. But I don't see anything outside of that looks crazy good this morning. Yesterday was a nice day. Yesterday it traded very well. Nice ABCD pattern here, a couple of breakouts. That looks really good yesterday. So yeah, we'll see where that goes there. All right, what do we have here? Oh, super chat. Lauren, thank you very much, my friend, for the super chat here. Hey guys, I hope you're okay. Going through training for a new job, so can't watch the markets, but we'll try to log in, support Trade Safe. Man, really appreciate that. Thank you for
Carlos. You don't know this. You weren't here yesterday. Yep. I don't think you watched the show or anything. But no. So Andrew and I had a conversation on Friday because you and I discussed this, that these super chats were never anything we ever expected. Mm-hmm, we don't put this show together to drive revenue and you and I actually make money or anything like that.
Right.
Like some people, YouTube stars and streamers do.
Yeah.
So couldn't figure out exactly what to do. So each month we're going to pick a charity, and any super chat donations that come in for that month are going to be matched 1-for-1 by Andrew and donated to a charity at the end of that month.
Dude, that is an amazing idea. Wow. Nice. Love that, man. That means we now feel better taking these donations. Because
I know. Because
Norman's going to have to dance eventually. We can't get away with taking these super chats and not having Norm dance. But I guess you got away from that pretty good.
This was my grand idea of how to get away with that and not have to dance. I finally figured I wasn't going to dance no matter what. And I already said that, but because I don't want to lose viewers, and that's all that do. But we really couldn't figure out what to do with that. And so anyway, thank all of you guys.
Yeah, appreciate that. So this becomes a lot more meaningful now, which is amazing. A good cost there. And Andrew's going to match this. That's even better, guys. Let's make Andrew go broke here. Let's get those donations up. Love me some BBT from Daniel. Appreciate your constant support, man. You're definitely a legend there. All the support you provide there, so I appreciate that. And also Nathan coming in with a super chat. He is glad to see me back. Thank you. It's glad to be back, man. I gotta say, I did miss.
Thank you, Dan.
Did miss the show, and it's good to be back and a little rusty, but we'll get back in shape here as we go through this. So, guys, thank you so much for the support, all you guys, Daniel, Nathan, and we also have is Nathan twice on here? No, we have Roland also as well. Appreciate the support, guys, very, very much. Lauren, there we go. All right, let's get to it, guys. So what else do we have? Anything else you guys like this morning over on YouTube? I think a lot of the stuff you guys mentioned we have already on our list. BTBT, Omar, we do have Ben, UPS. I put it on here as well. So they're down quite a bit this morning. I think we're looking pretty good so far. Let's go to community events, and then we will come back and fine tune this list today.
All right. So tonight, 8 p.m., you've got Peter going to be talking about picking the right share size for you, especially important for newer traders. So be sure to check that one out. Then apologies. Dr. Katz had a family emergency. So in place of his town hall, and I didn't have time to change this, and I don't believe it's changed on the website yet, Andrew is going to be doing a bit of an Ask Me Anything tomorrow night, subbing in for Dr. Katz. Maybe we can focus that on psychology and tie it into Psychology Wednesday, since that's the general theme for the day on Wednesdays. But we'll see. He can, until we make him go broke from the donations, he is in charge and can do whatever he wants. All right, if you want to participate in the member trade of the day, trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day with entries and exits, of course. Add any commentary you can to describe the trade. Post it on Twitter, tag at BearBullTraders, at MikeB_BBT. MikeB_BBT and at NormBBT. Also use hashtags BBT Family. Day trading and stock market. We'll announce the winner each afternoon in the room and on Twitter, and then the team votes over the weekend for all the trades of the day to win the trade of the week. Let's see here. Sorry, somebody just put something up in the room, and I'll answer that in just a moment. If you are watching on YouTube, haven't been in the chat, first of all, big thank you for hitting that like button. It means a lot, very important to us. But other than that, if you would like to try out the chat and be with us all day, you can do so by using the promo code PREMARKET24. That'll get you a discount off the intro membership, which is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days, after which it just cancels. And if you enjoy it here, you have to pick a different kind of membership. It doesn't auto-renew or anything like that. It also includes the onboarding classes and tech classes we do live every Friday. Friday, my Lord. I'm rusty too, and I've been here. Each Monday night, 8 p.m. Also, if you are either a basic member and want to upgrade, or you haven't been a part of BBT, use the promo code OPTIONS50. That'll get you half off. The monthly elite membership, that gives you a chance to try out all the webinars that we discuss for the same price as the basic membership for a month before it goes to the normal price. So, and it's named Option 50 in celebration of us launching our options section. So, as for Raina, she's saying, letting you know Andrew's email yesterday, confusing info about Peter's section on the pick. It said it was Wednesday. No, it's today. So apologies for that. Didn't catch that when it went out. But there you go.
All right. Excellent, guys. All right, guys, let's get to it. Guys, please hit that thumbs up. We have plus 500 people watching over on YouTube and only 220 likes. So if we can get that nicely up there, we highly, highly appreciate it. It does help us out a lot. It takes you 2 seconds to do that, but it helps us out a ton over here on our show. So thank you for that. With that said, let's hop into our list here this morning. We have Mara, we have INTC, we have Wind, we have Baba this morning looking, actually I like Baba today. It's looking really good. I think that's going to stay on my main list. Usually I don't trade this one, but I like the drop this morning. I like the possibility of a continuation here. We do have shares for short. Their spread is looking decent. I mean, yeah, Baba looks good today, guys. Really good. Apple is looking great. I love the daily on this one. Can we get back up here towards some all-time highs? Looks like we're testing that, so that looks nice. NEO, like the volume there. AMC, I think, could be very nice. Their daily looks good too, guys. We've been trying to find some support here at 32 and just kind of narrowing down to a point, right? You see this movement here and just kind of narrowing down to a point right around an area that we had prior support at before. So that is interesting there. We'll love to see how this thing is going to break out. At the moment, just wrapping itself around the previous day close line. I do like this one quite a bit for a move in either direction, but it looks a little bit more like it wants to squeeze here. So we'll see where that goes. Here's UPS getting some movement. That is good too. Nice, man. They're getting slammed this morning, down 7%. That's a lot. That's a big drop for UPS, down 7%. And then we have some possibles. Let's fine tune this list a little bit. So I like Mara. We'll keep an eye on that one. Looking very good pre-market. INTC. You know what? INTC. Yeah, it can be more of a possible. Let me just take a look here. Wind, I'm definitely going to move down. There's some potential there, but wind can also be difficult to trade at times. So we'll move this down for sure. Let's move that to our secondary list. I like Baba a lot today. That's going to stay there. I like Apple, Neo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just got to get rid of 1. I think we'll be fine. Maybe UPS, although, man, UPS is crushing it right now. Not in a good way as far as movement in the pre-market action. You know what? It's early, 9:05. We'll do levels for these 7 here, and I'll continue to fine tune it after in our chat room. Secondary list, we have Wind, we have CCL, which I want to keep an eye on. Beautiful daily, very similar to American Airlines, both looking very nice there, consolidating. Becky here today. These guys. You know what? I'm going to remove them. They got a nice drop there. I think they traded very well yesterday, but I just want to fine tune this a little bit. Zila, I think, could be something. We'll keep that on there. Tesla, I have Neo, so I'm just going to remove Tesla just to make space. But I think Tesla's daily does look a little bit interesting as well. Here's JD. I have Baba. JD and Baba, they tend to move together. I like Baba this morning, guys. They got great volume, 1.3 million. So I'll remove them. We'll keep A&D here, see how they're going to open up this morning. They're looking rather strong the last couple of days. Nothing but green days here. The one red day was more of a consolidation, but nothing but green days the last 2 weeks or so. So that's nice on AMD. DD here, you know, I watched this before. I know they're doing very well in the pre-market here. I'm not a big fan of the way they trade. I think they're a little bit more difficult to read the price action. We've seen them in the past here when they IPO'd. So again, I'm just going to remove it on my end. If you do like that one, you know, add it to your list. And I want to definitely keep an eye on American Airlines. We have 2 low flows today. BT, which is looking rather nice here in the pre-market. Big day yesterday, possible continuation this morning. And we also have RLMD. Now, this one, guys, very careful. This is very aggressive this morning. They're up almost 28%, was up even higher, 36%, I think, when we looked at it earlier today. Getting a little bit of a drop here now, but again, just a low flow stock that can move very aggressively here. So be very mindful of your share size. The spread, it's a little better than we saw it earlier. But it's still, just be very careful. It's a little thin, as you can, as Norm mentioned, you can go in through here and see some really big gaps on this level 2. That's probably going to get better, but just be mindful of that. All right, let's get some levels in here, guys. Let's start with Mara. So Mara this morning, they are up nicely, down nicely, 3.7. High of the pre-market, 28.58, just created a few minutes ago. And outside of that, I think you're pretty much set. If we look at this, highs and lows from the last 2 trading days are taking care of you here, guys. You can see that there, highs and lows, previous day close, more highs and lows here. So you got pretty good levels around the price action. The only thing I would add is maybe if we break out, maybe this level here, 30.85. If we get a little breakout, that could be nice. But outside of that, you got plenty of levels around the price action this morning. Here's INTC again, slamming down, guys. Try to get in the green. I'm not sure if this was, I don't think that was price action. It's probably transactions being recorded. So I wouldn't you know, pay too much mind to that, but looks like it wants to slam down here back towards the lows of the last 2 trading days. So we'll see some really insane action for them up. I mean, they just slammed down, back up, and then slamming down again here. We'll have to see where this goes. As far as daily levels, we look to the left, we do have a level right on here at 52, might be actually 53 right on there, 52.99, and slightly above that, we do have 53.84, so 53.84 right on there. That looks good. So some pretty good levels there towards the bottom, and more lows of the last 2 trading days down here. I think you're pretty much set on INTC. Pre-market action, you know what? I might move this one down to a possible, but we'll leave it here for now. Let's see where it develops, because they do have incredible volume at 1.2 million. Again, it's just not trading all that clean in the pre-market at the moment, but that is some good volume so far. So let's see where that goes. Here's BABA, guys. Great pre-market action, great volume, high of the pre-market. It is set over at a 187.83. But I want to note this here, though, because 186, if you look at 186, you're getting great resistance here. Look how many times we tested that on there. So I would definitely want to keep an eye on that. That looks very interesting there as far as an area where this stock might bounce from. Towards the bottom, low of the pre-market is all the way down at 182.09. So we'll throw a level there as well. And then let's scroll to the left here. When's the last time we've been down here? It's got to be some time ago. Yeah, we're going back now even further than May 2020. What are we looking at here? We're looking over 2019. So we haven't been down here or below this 82 since 2019, looks like, end of 2019. Just want to get one level. Don't want to go crazy here, but I want to have something below this 182, which is our low of our pre-market. And assuming into 2019, around September, October, November, we do have a great level here on the daily over at 178.97. Great area here. You can see the resistance, more resistance happening here, a little bit cleaner here, as you can see, struggling to get above that until eventually we broke out of that and created some more levels that we do have already on our daily. So 178, I think, is a good one to have if we do break down from this 182, as we're trying to go back and test that low here, as we can see. Down 4.3. And again, great volume, beautiful, clean pre-market action for BABA. Here's Apple this morning. They're looking good. Again, we'll see where it goes here. We might get into some chop here as it tries to regain strength and break out of this all-time, or at least hit that all-time high again. We'll see where it goes. As far as levels, you're pretty much set. I don't think you need to add anything else here but the high of the pre-market over at 149.53. Outside, I think you're pretty much set, guys. I don't think you need to add anything here. Don't make it complicated. Here's NEO. NEO's been interesting the last couple of days, well, last couple of weeks. It came down here, it bounced from there. It's trying to do the same thing again today. So that is a big level for them, right around 40, 48. So we'll slam that there. A good support area for them. Outside of that, I think the price action is kind of stuck between some levels here, highs and lows from the last two trading days. We'll see where it goes. They got great volume already this morning, 1.4, down 2.8. But although they're down, their pre-market is showing some strength here, guys, coming back nicely, trying to get into the green area and reach that pre-market high over at 42.97. AMC this morning, again, their daily looks very interesting, guys, which is kind of winding down to a point. See, the candles are getting tighter and tighter over around this previous day close line, which obviously is a major support and resistance level for them. That is sitting at 40.29, that previous day close line. So towards the bottom, plenty of levels. I do have here 32.45 and I do have 29.16, so you can mark that there. If you like, I like this 32.45. That's a good area of support. You can see this thing slamming down here a couple of times and then finally breaking out. So I found support right at 32.45. Let's see, this thing does want to go northeast here. So above the highs of the pre-market right now, we do have 41.72 and we also have 43.49. So a couple of levels there if we do decide to break out. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you have plenty towards the bottom. Do not need to add any more. You can actually add low of the pre-market. We can do that. Low of the pre-market down at 39.33. We could slam a level there. And then your high of your pre-market, which is this right on here, already has a level created. That is the high from yesterday right on there. So I think you're pretty much set there on AMC. Here's UPS. It's just getting killed this morning, down 6.8, as much as 7 point something. 193.15 is the low of the pre-market. Right here, right where the price action is at, we do have a level 195.60 right on there. Great area of support, and then a nice bounce there off of that. So we'll see where that goes there. Moving over to the left, if we were to lose this 193.15, we're looking rather weak today. We do have a nice level here at 190, and then from there, the most recent level below that, I mean, look at this gap up, right? We did amazing at that time. If we were to lose that, if we were to close this gap, which I doubt we'll get that low today, but who knows? They're getting hit pretty hard this morning. 181.25 is the top area of this resistance here before we had this beautiful gap up. So you can go back to the left here and find levels in here. I'm not going to go do that. If I do, I'll do it after it breaks down from these two levels. I'll take the time and look for those levels. But right now, I don't think you need them. I think you're pretty much good with what you have at the moment. Now, towards the top here, a couple of levels here on the daily. We do have this one. Actually, no, it's right over here. Right over here, 206. And then you have another one right on here as well. Oh, 202.18 and then also 206.51. So a couple of levels there on the daily, which also happened to, you see some play here as well in the pre-market around those levels. So we'll see where that goes. All right, so I think that's our list for today, guys. I think we have a decent list. We'll have to see how this thing develops. Let's take a look at our moderators lineup. Everybody's has their list out this morning, so excellent. Let's bring that over and see what's happening there. So moderators lineup here. Here we go. Let's bring that there. And what do we have? We have, starting with Thor, he's looking at Apple, Neo, INTC, secondary list, JD, CCL, and Microsoft. Dima is looking at AMD, Apple, Neo, and Lee. Eamon likes HD, Microsoft, OSTK, secondary list, BE, Piton, Oracle, QS, and ABT. Tiffany's looking at Apple, JD, Tesla, and Baba. Again, guys, all looking really good there. Mike is looking at a couple here, Apple, Facebook, and Tesla this morning. Jarad is looking at Neo, Apple, Baba, Tesla, and also watching the TLT for volatility in bonds. And can I forget AMC? AMC has been pretty active, guys. Just be careful. It can still be very aggressive at times. It is not as aggressive as it was in the past. A little bit, volume has died down a little bit on it, but again, it's still great trade. And I say died down a little bit from the madness that we had, right? It's still, compared to this regular trading volume, is still pretty high. John is looking at Tesla, and that's it for him today. So that's what we have so far, guys. 9:15, Andrew and Brian are up next, guys. They'll be trading live for you. So let's make sure we hit that thumbs up. We have 308 thumbs up, so 308 likes. If we can get that a little bit higher, that would be amazing. So we appreciate that very much. We take the time and hit that thumbs up for us. It's highly appreciated. So I think we're set, guys. As we transition to Andrew and Brian, please be patient. It does take us a little bit for us to do that transition and go live with them. Brian's list is out. He is looking at AMC, AEP, which I believe we did not look at. So let's take a look at that. AEP, that's a new one there. So AEP, if Brian has it on his list, he knows something that's good with this one. So he'll explain it when he comes on the mic. Tesla, Neo, he likes UPS, and also American Airlines. I have American Airlines here, guys, and I also have CCL, but these are my very top possibles. By the time the market open, I might move these up. But the great thing about it is that a couple of the moderators are watching this, so they're gonna call out something if they see something great. And again, that's the power of being part of a community. If you have not tried a community out and you're trading the entire day, you definitely have to check us out. And again, we are very strongly recommend that you have to be part of a community. Does not have to be ours, but you have to be part of a community if you're trading. It's so important. We cannot stress that enough. So find a community that works for you. Give us a try, give somebody else a try, and then decide what works best for you. Scanners, we have, I got to bring this over, guys. I'm not reading all of that. That's a lot there, Peter. We have all these IPOs opening up today, so we're busy. We have all these SPACs, so we're busy with that as well. So take a look at that, and I'm sure Peter, as he does every time he's in the chat room, he'll be calling those out as they open if he's around his screen to do that. All right, guys, outside of that, I think we're pretty much set for today. I think we have a decent list. As Brian and Andrew come on, let's just recap what we have here. We have Mara. Bitcoin has been very active. They gapped up nicely yesterday, hopefully a good continuation today. INTC here, they're pushing volume around, but again, their pre-market's just, it's not looking great. Looking rather weak, guys, here this morning. They tried to get going yesterday, slamming down again. We'll see where that is going to go there. We do have Baba here with a beautiful pre-market action. I think that's one of the favorites this morning. I think all of us are watching Baba. It just looks really good today. Apple, we're looking for the breakout. Apple, we're looking for the breakout. Can you give it to us today? You have great volume. Let's see where it goes. We have Neo, which has amazing volume as well. It's trying to hold the support area. Look how strong the support area is, by the way. I'm going to draw a line right on there. Look at that, 42.92. The couple of times that we have dipped below this, it tries to really get back up there in a hurry. So it's done that now. Can it maintain that? Can it maintain staying above that 42.97? We'll see where it goes, but we do have amazing volume on that one there. AMC, guys, I love the daily on AMC. I want this to hopefully break out towards the top because, you get that squeeze going and it can create a better momentum for us, better trading action. So hopefully that's what it happens. But again, we know we're not going to have a bias, but that is what we want to see on AMC. At least that is what I would want to see on AMC this morning. And then UPS is doing some stuff here as well. Again, just down 6.4. I'm not a big fan of UPS and the way it trades. I might change this for like a CCL or an American Airlines if we get some strength on there. All right, good. I think we're pretty much set, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned as we transition over to the live trading, and they'll be joining us soon as they get their systems fired up and we hear from Brian and Andrew. In the meantime, as we wait, take the time to just hit that thumbs up as we wait here for the transition. Other than that, did we miss anything else? I think we're pretty much set. And guys, thank you so much again for all the get well messages for my dad. Appreciate you guys doing that. He's feeling a lot better this morning, and all is well. So thank you for that. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm doing good. Yeah, so earnings season, Tesla didn't really have much of a reaction. I mean, we are up a little bit, but we'll see what happens when the market opens. But certainly, we're not gapping hugely one way or another. So, yeah, UPS out with their earnings, and obviously not. The street's not overly happy with it, but yeah. I still was reading something about how a lot of the airlines have concerns about jet fuel shortages. So it's be interesting to see if that has any impact on these stocks today. And yeah, so actually, let me switch back to the room here. Yeah, Triple M was another one that reported. I think they had some, I think their earnings were decent. So maybe looking for like a rising devil trade on UPS. Yeah, I don't know. That was the first I'd heard of that when I saw that news. They're talking about planes. They're carrying fuel to locations where there isn't a lot of fuel, as well as passengers. There's a name for that, but anyway. Just another shortage after the pandemic, and supply chains just need some time to catch up, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with the Chinese stocks, I mean, I wish I'd gone short them because I really didn't feel like last week like I really thought they were a no touch. At and at best, you could have shorted them, and I thought about it and I just didn't do it. Anyway. There's just so much headline risk right now with any of the Chinese stocks. I mean, you saw what happened when they came out with that policy on giving free education for everybody, and it took the entire Chinese space down. KWeb, which is the Chinese Internet ETF, is their chart is a disaster. A disaster unless you were short. So yeah, I mean, I just think I think people are just really concerned now. When's the next announcement coming from the Chinese government? And every time they make an announcement, doesn't matter what sector it's in, it just takes the entire group of stocks lower. So, Billy, I don't know. I mean, I think we're going to get some earnings from Baba, aren't we, this week? On the 3rd, thanks, Jarad. That would be next week. So we might get a bit of a relief rally on these Chinese stocks today. I don't know. On the internet stocks, we might get a bit of a pop here. They are really oversold right now. Nothing looks overly interesting yet. Apple dropping a bit. I guess AMD is up. AMD might be interesting. AMD might be benefiting. They might be green here based on Intel's news, Intel's earnings. Yeah, EMC is rolling over right now. Yeah, it definitely had some topping action back in mid-June, but it maybe looks like it's putting a higher low on the on a daily right now with the down in this level here. So it definitely looked like it put in a higher low around $36 a share. So good morning, Andrew.
Good morning. Sorry, some technical difficulty.
You have to mute your room speaker.
That is correct, yes. Perfect. So technical difficulty, AMC. All right, so everyone should be able to see my screen as well in the chat room. You just have to select. All right. AMC, what else is good next to AMC?
I'm flipping back and forth here on what I want to watch at the open.
NEO. Yeah. AMC. I'm not a big fan of anything here.
No, I'm not crazy about anything yet here either.
Apple is holding this piece of garbage. IWM is doing nothing. Intel is down.
Intel had earnings. AMD is up. Yeah.
JD is down another 6%.
Yeah.
AMD.
All the Chinese internets are just getting whacked again today. Chinese stocks.
Why the Chinese government needs something again to the...
I think it might just be... I think there were some more things they announced. They clearly don't care. Not like the Federal Reserve. They clearly don't care about what markets are doing.
All right, so I'm gonna watch. Whatever that Brian is watching. UPS and American Airlines.
Not really. American Airlines not really doing anything out yet.
UPS is interesting. UPS is very interesting, actually. I like UPS.
Yeah, that's kind of sitting. It's coming back up to the View app right now. As a rising devil, I don't really like to see it strong coming into the open, but
Yes.
okay.
I think AMC would be probably our best bet here. Although it doesn't gap up or down much, but the volume is good. 1 million shares trading. Tesla.
Okay,
AMC. Jared is posting a watch list and say, "Oh, by the way, AMC."
here we go.
All
I'm
right,
just
so
doing
market is open.
looking at UPS and AAL. Oh, I hate the spread on UPS. Careful with that. AMD's
All
popping.
right. Weakness is everywhere for now. No
Yeah, I really.
volume on UPS.
Yeah, and I can't trade it. It's just the spread is terrible. I'm just looking at AMD. It seems to be pretty strong.
Yeah, AMD is definitely strong.
Yeah, I just long some AMD here.
Yeah, AMD is gonna go back to 100, eh?
Just gonna try.
AMD looks like a 1 minute open range breakup. There you go.
Yeah. Here we go.
I missed that.
Just gonna sell some here, 93.70.
JD looks strong. AMC might be a long. Taking a long on AMC at 40 as a 1 minute open range breakup. Let's see if we can hold the VWAP and we go up above green. Adding more some. 996. No. Yeah, it's I'm getting out of it. I don't like that actually. We might lose it, so I'm getting out of AMC, sorry.
Just selling some more AMD here. They seem to be stalling. Just
I gotta
did a
stop
bit of a
that
drop
on
here.
gotta stop that on
I'm
AMC.
out of the rest of AMD. Flat on the rest.
Neo is solid. Neo is really solid.
QCOM's dropping.
I'm getting a long on AMD now at 93.48.
Like looking
I'm getting
at that
a long on
back
AMD.
end, yeah.
That pullback was nice.
Yeah, it was back long. That was
Beautiful.
back long on it too. Yeah, here we go through 94.
Let's see if you can go through for. I have a big position on it. See if you can go through 94.
Yeah, we're gonna go through 94, I think.
Oh yeah, big ask at 94. AMC is still holding below the VWAP. Ugly. AMD just printed 94. Let's see if it can hold. AMC might go back this time. I'm taking another long on AMC at 40, although it's a very subpar trade. Might squeeze AMC. potential opening range, 5 minutes opening range breakup on AMC. AMD just printed 94.
Yeah. I guess I just got along some JD here, just 64.
Yeah, it was strong.
Strong at the open. Let's see if it squeezes. Here we go.
SPY. Still AMC's holding below the VWAP. AMD bounced back. Still holding.
Yeah, maybe pulling back. There we go. I'm just gonna sell some JD here. 64.45. Oh, here we go.
AMC. Yes, AMC popping. Come on, go green AMC.
Just gonna
AMD.
Selling some more JD here.
I got to stop that on AMD, guys.
64.55.
Shit, that's definitely not a good day for me.
BT going.
AMC still piece of garbage.
Here we go. I'm looking for 64, sort of 90 on JD if we can get there.
I gotta stop that on AMD. I gotta stop that on AMC. I still have this AMC long.
AMD's is crazy, trading crazy.
Yeah, it is garbage,
as usual.
For sure. Let's see. It doesn't seem that it wants to sell off. Let's see if you can go green. AMD bounce back, bastard.
I know, eh? It's done that a couple times. Here we go.
I can't believe that.
Selling some JD here. 64.94 filled. Oh, nice. Got a nice fill. Oh, here we go, through 65. I wasn't sure if it was going to get through that S3 level.
I'm getting back long on AMD at 93.50. Getting back there long at 93.50. See if we can this time we go to 94.
Just sold some more here at 65.02 on JD. Just have a little bit left on JD. I don't know if we're going to go green on the day or not. Yeah, AMD is all over the place.
I just can't believe that these guys are doing this to me. That seems to me that when you're trading stocks not in play, that's JD was really nice.
Yeah, JD turned out to be a great opening breakout. So maybe it might even go up here now, so it might go actually green on the day.
I'm still long both AMD and AMC. Both of them are garbage. AMD might go up. I might pop up if we go back toward 94. Oh yeah, there we go. I think a little bit more on it. Neo garbage.
All right.
Getting stopped out on AMC.
Riot reversing. CubeCom might be putting in a bottom here. NVIDIA's on a tear.
I think AMD is gonna
Look at
go up to
AMD.
94.
I hate AMD. Sorry, Peter.
I don't know, Peter, how Peter is trading AMD, but this time it's gonna go. Look at the big ask at 94. Come on, come on. Come on. I'm stopping out on AMC. AMC is just horrible. Neo is a horrible too. Neo might be a short.
Don't trade it at the open.
Neo. You're
sure,
saying
now you tell
Peter?
No, now you tell us.
I'm short Neo, guys. I'm short Neo at 42.13. I'm taking a short on Neo. Neo is gonna break 42.
Wow.
I'm short Neo. 42.
Spies
Come
are
on.
dropping. Oh, okay. Let's see what JD does
Short
here.
Neo. Let's see break of 42. This level if breaks. Market is weak, eh?
Yeah, the spies selling off cues have sold off. Buying brigade will come in at some point here.
I'm covering some Neo here. AMD, I still have some hope in AMD. Although the market is weak, but let's see if Neo can. Okay, AMD is gonna go up now. Come on, to break that
Just
freaking 94.
Added back on. Added back in on JD right now. 64.60.
I'm short Neo at for a 5-minute open range breakdown. AMD is gonna break that 94 eventually, I know. Come on, yeah. Sold some.
Just selling some JD on that add back. 64.89.
Neo, I'm still short. Yeah, AMD definitely is weird.
Oh, selling some more here. 65 on that add back on JD.
AMC is coming back up above the VWAP. I don't know if I want to trade this AMC again or not, but there's a potential for it. Neo is still short. 41.70. Neo is good. Covering some of my Neo down here. AMC might be a long above VWAP. Let's see if it gets the VWAP.
I had a feeling Tesla was going to go red on the day. Geez, I should have shorted. I should have sold some calls. Dagnammit. Oh, there goes AMD again. Dropping like a boss.
Yeah, I'm getting out of it. Stop out of it, man. Just horrible. Horrible. See, popped up above 94 and got to stop me out. Neo is good. Neo is going down. Good.
I'm out of JD. From that add back. Usually on those charts on a 2-minute candle, I usually, if it's an ABCD pattern, I want to see a resolution to the upside on the third candle, or at least a hold. This thing's dropping. UPS is dropping too. UPS looks like it's going to go low of day here.
Yeah. This has been one of the worst trading days I've had for a while.
Nvidia's been on a tear. Pulling back now. I think that was just a big, I think that might have just been a big short squeeze on JD. Roku's up again.
Apple might go green. It's doing the
Apple
consolidation.
started out the day green, I thought.
Yeah, no, sold off.
UPS is losing it. Darn, I don't say too bad. That was a nice rising devil, except the spread on it was horrible. It's a little better now. Just I'll take a small short on UPS just to be part of history. Oh yeah, look at Jack's taking off here, eh? It's off on the side. I missed that. Whoa, big volume bar here on Jack's. What's the
Neo.
is so Jack's only has 4.3 million float.
What's IWM up to? Tesla is doing some stuff down there.
Yeah, I wonder if Tesla comes back. Oh, QComp's really selling off. I was looking at that as a short too. Dang.
I'm still short Neo. I'm holding Neo. My average is at 42.20. Looking for another opportunity. I'm really down. I messed up trading today. I guess I don't think I did anything that much wrong. It's just that AMC and AMD just chopped me. Really chopped me. If Tesla wants to do a bounce, what's Intel up to? It's bouncing. Intel bounced. What's Becky doing? This Becky must be low float. Huh? What's the low floats are doing? NTC,
I'm getting out of
IG.
I'm out of UPS. It didn't do. It's not. Looks like it's kind of bottoming here. Well, nothing for me right now. AMD is pulling right back.
I'm still short Neo. I was thinking of maybe adding more, but not sure about adding more on it. RLMD, what's that one up to? Yeah, not much volume yet. It's worth take a look at it. Spy trying to get the VWAP.
JD came right back to the 9 moving average and bounced off it. Oh, there goes UPS now. Looks like it's going to drop.
What's JD up to? JD turned out to be a really nice, strong stock.
Yeah. Yeah, really, real big squeeze right at the open there. It's coming back to the 9 here. See if it holds it again. 9 is sort of active, but it is sort of flattening out here. Sort of running out of momentum.
Neo might bounce back from here. I'm covering my short on Neo here. I'm all out on Neo. It might actually do a bounce here. It looks like it's really holding. See, get the handcuff. Maybe a long on Neo here at 41.50. Let's see if you can get the bounce from here on a double bottom. Stop loss would be below 41.20. I'll give it 20 cents. See if you can get. Probably not gonna get to VWAP, but it might get a bounce. AMC is bouncing.
Yeah, I was going to say TQQQ looks like it's going to turn here. The Qs look like they're trying to bottom.
No love for IWM, eh? No love for them.
No. Still not. Still huge. The biggest downer right now on the indexes.
Yeah,
for sure. So maybe a bit of could be a 920 trade on JD, but I'm really not liking. It's a little early for this.
And it's like it's gapping down. I don't know. Stock is gapping down.
I think this is, the rally we saw here was a short squeeze on some of these, probably heavily shorted Chinese stocks. Peter, did you go short AMD? Put in a kind of a double top there at 94. Oh, dang.
See if Neo can pop up. Let's see if Neo can bob. Let's see. No trucks today, eh? No garbage trucks. The market is garbage enough that...
Yeah, so quiet there. UPS is just going to continue to sell off here.
What's AMD doing? Piece of garbage. The most garbage stock ever. This AMD. Trades like a penny a stock.
Wow.
Neo is really holding, so I'm adding a little bit more on Neo
Yeah.
here at 41.42. See if
I'm just
it
looking
really
at
wants
KWeb, which is the Chinese Internet's ETF, and it's keeps making higher highs.
You make some, you lose some. Tesla eventually
AMD
took
might
the
be
reversal.
AMD might be putting in a bit of a reversal here.
Neo is really holding now at the 5-minute Neo 5-minute high. You know, taking a double bottom reversal on a stock that is gapping down is a little bit tricky because every pop is being sold or being shorted. So we are a little bit tricky here. That's for sure. AMD. Neo. AMD is kind of bouncing. UPS still is selling off.
Yeah.
Q. AMC most likely is going to go trade in the range and killing us. It wasn't really in play. Okay, so that's Neo. Really couldn't bounce. I'm getting out of him. Neo, guys, with the loss. Yeah, it's the new daily chart look like. Oh yeah, it's gonna probably go to 40. Oh, I had a horrible day, guys. Really bad. IWM not doing great. AMD breakdown.
Oh wow. Yeah. I thought AMD might hold here, but no.
Neo is also just getting destroyed.
Yeah, there goes TQQQ too, or the Qs anyway.
Yeah, the market is definitely very weak. Very, very weak. How was your day? My day was horrible. What is your day, AMD? 20 bucks. That's better than my loss. AMC is collapsing too. Neo is gonna go to 40.
Mm. Here come the trucks.
No, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming to pick up my garbage trade. Come here. Come to the window. Nice. Market is certainly very toppy, that's for sure. Huge all-time high. IWM is down here. Neo was the perfect shot. I don't know why I covered my short and flipped too long. What the hell I was thinking?
Just short some AAL here, 2169.
American Airline.
It's right at S3. I'm not sure I should have done this. It's probably going to bounce here.
Yeah, I'm at 40.49-ish. That's a good area. And the Neo is definitely very weak. There's really no love for these Chinese stocks, huh?
No.
Yeah, kind of this AMC loss, just an AMD loss, completely messed me up. Neo was really not a long. Really should. If anything, I should have added. Where's my mouse? If anything, I really should have added on my short instead of taking a double bottom long on it. Nothing that shows. Taking a double bottom reversals is a really tricky trade on. It's really tricky on stocks that are gapping down. If this stock was gapping up and come below the VWAP, it could have been a much better double bottom, but this one turned out to be tricky, and I don't know why I took it. When something goes wrong, it's just a domino of bad decisions. That's why handcuffs are important, both for good days and bad days. No, I messed up. I'm really bad now.
Yeah, I think that you got to be careful with double bottoms. Not if you take them too early. Like usually a selling exhaustion happens around 30 to 45 minutes into the trading day.
Yeah,
Doesn't usually happen in the first
see
15 minutes. Still sticking with this AL short here. As long as it stays below the 9 moving average, which is only 6 cents from here, I'm sticking with it. There goes. Talk about how using the 9 moving average. Look at UPS. Came up, touched the 9 moving average, rejected.
No, someone asked about Apple. No, I don't really think that is ready for a pop. See, it's been half an hour. It's just really getting a fight in the VWAP. I don't see a day that has enough momentum. You need momentum to break through the VWAP, like a short squeeze or a big buy or something. It doesn't seem that it has, exactly like AMC. AMC also tried, but at least AMC was, at least I was thinking that it's in play, but I don't think Apple has enough juice to just really break the VWAP. So.
Tesla. I'm not watching Tesla. Tesla's down more. No, I don't see a double bottom here.
It's ARC doing. He's also
quite yet. It might be. Yeah, well, at least if you took a long here, at least you you could use 644.50 as a stop. Actually, it'd be 644.
NEO. NEO 4049. Matt, look at this NEO at 4049. It's exactly what we were expecting. Yeah, probably.
Still waiting for AL to break this S3 level, 2165. I don't know if it's going to do it here.
I might try to catch a reversal somewhere around here at 4044. I mean, there's definitely a level here. So let's see. Let's see if you can get one. Although I messed up today, I don't know if I really want to. See, on a daily chart, we are getting into this level. We already had a couple of bounce here in the past.
AMD is bouncing off yesterday's close. SPY is rolling over, so is the Qs. So are the Qs again.
SPY lost the VWAP, so I might roll over.
Or it could just chop again sideways here.
That was a great short on NEO. In all due respect, that was a great short on NEO, but it was such a mess today that I can't be proud of anything. I don't deserve to be proud of anything today.
Yep, it does. Yeah, definitely. If a stock breaks through a 9 moving average on coming after it's been selling off, it'll use the 20 as resistance. I'm long some AMD. Just looks like it's
AMD
putting in a bottom here.
Yeah, it seems like it wants to pop. I'm actually getting there too in 92. Stop loss would be 91, 70, 80.
Yeah, 91.95 is where I'm in at.
Taking a look at the NEO, see what's going to do. Potential at what's QQQ doing? Qs are weak too.
Yeah, all the indexes are weak. I'm out of AMD. I don't like it. Looks like it's got another leg lower.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, no time for any reversal. I got out of AMD too.
Yeah.
Stop out of AMD.
Yeah, it might be. AMD might have just done a false breakdown there. That might have just been a market maker. BS.
I'm more interested in the reversal in NEO. I'm taking a long on NEO now. We are at the support. Let's see if we can
I'm taking another long on AMD. 91.79. I thought that move was maybe to trigger some shorts, some stops, I should say. I'm out of AAL because it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
Let's see what
Flat
Neo
on
is
that
doing,
trade.
but Neo also seems like a bad idea because we're still on a 5-minute chart. We are still making lows, so I'm getting out of Neo because I'm over trading. Because we need a 5-minute signal. The 5 minute still is making lower highs, so certainly not ready yet for a reversal. Yeah, everything is breaking down. Everything is breaking down.
Yeah.
Oh. This is it, guys. This is the end of capitalism. You are watching it right now. Everything is selling off.
Yeah, I'm out of AMD again, flat on that trade.
Yeah. Neo, yeah, no mercy on Neo. You know, my biggest loss, like $120,000, was on Neo. Just constantly averaging down on Neo. Back in November, I had a presentation about it. I don't know how many of you actually watched that, but that was exactly the situation like this. I'm trying to catch this reversal. Did you see I got a stopped out? But in November, I didn't get a stopped out. I just kept adding, and boom. It just sometimes it never stops. The problem with this reversal was it really did. You need a signal on a 5-minute chart too. Just because it's at the level doesn't mean that you should take the reversal or make it 1 minute high.
Damn it. Now AAL decides to drop. SPY's dropping.
Weakness everywhere.
Yeah.
Tesla is down. Yeah.
Wow, AMD's continuing to sell off here. Maybe.
See, look at Apple selling off. Do you remember that people told me that? What do you think about Apple? When the stock is half an hour is struggling below the VWAP, I don't really see a point to taking it long. I mean, actually, it turned out to be a really, really nice trading day if you were short. It's just that I tried to get these longs at the open and I got destroyed. It turned out to be a really nice short day. Like if I was still in Neo, I would have been partying right now.
The only stocks that really behaved well at the open were the Chinese internet stocks, and I think they're the Chinese stocks. And I think the only reason they performed well was that they were really heavily shorted, and that you just got a big short squeeze at the open there.
Oh, this is it, guys. This is the end of capitalism.
UPS is bouncing. It's the end of capitalism for the next hour, and then the buying brigade will come in. UPS is bouncing up, so it's through the 9 and it's at the 20. So it'll be interesting to see if it pulls back here.
Yeah. How's YouTube people? How's your 401k doing? Wow. YouTube folks. Damn it.
So So SPY's right back at low of day here. See if we get a bounce. TLT's been showing up on the scanner as going down, which means the
Yields are going up.
well, it's up quite a, well. It's crashed. It's actually up quite a bit on the day. It's just been taking lower. So
Yeah,
it's
turbo
showing
breakdown
it.
or
Yeah, as a bit of a breakdown, but it's still up on the day, which means yields are lower. Wow, Apple's really selling off here
yeah,
because people are starting to get worried about
yeah.
earnings.
Panic sell starts.
Yeah. I think if it can get to 147, yeah, Apple should be a good long.
Panic sell starts.
I'm going to take a bit of a long on Apple, 147.20. It's really getting oversold here.
Yeah, look at turbo breakdown. This is what I want to see. Look, do you see everything is selling off?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a long on Apple, and there's a level here 2 days ago. It's at 146.93. I'm gonna get a long on that.
Yeah, 146.92 is yesterday's close.
Yeah, and even more than that, there's a moving average here. So
yeah, I'm already long. Wow, AMD is falling hard. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to add a little more here on Apple.
yeah, Apple is getting an area that potentially can be a good long. I'm adding some here at 46.97. Have some ready for a big bounce.
Yeah.
Goes down, I might add a little bit more. Still not full size. Has the potential to go to 146.70. Adding a little bit more on it. Let's get a pop. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, sold. I have a big
Here
size.
you go.
I'm gonna get a
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a margin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a margin call today. That's the thing.
Sold some here at 147.11.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I don't expect this one to go back to VWAP. It's like 10-20 cents. I took a big size, so 10-20 cents is a good scalp, like a couple of $1,000. That's good. AMD is also squeezing back. That's interesting.
Yeah, look at AMD squeeze finally.
What's Neo doing? Piece of garbage. Yeah, Neo might. Yeah, Neo.
There we go. Just gonna sell some more 147.18. Let's see if we can get up to 147.50.
Doubt it. But we'll see.
I don't know if the Qs and the SPY are done going down yet. I think the SPY looks like it's got another
Leg down, huh?
leg down. I don't know. It's kind of just. It might find support here.
I'm adding a little bit more here on it. See if we can get another pop down. I'm adding a little bit more on Apple. huge size. Oh yeah, look at
Yeah,
this.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, look at that, huge size.
Yeah. Come on. Let's,
Did you see that level, 146.90? Seriously, did you see that level?
Yeah. I shouldn't have. I should have waited a little bit longer. I wasn't sure if I was going to get down there on that first ad, but it worked out anyway.
Out a little bit more here.
Yeah, I'm taking some off here too. 33.
It might go to 146.70.
Yeah,
That was just a panic sell.
The VWAP. Well, it was really getting extended. You could tell it was, it was getting so extended from the moving averages. And especially Apple. Apple's always one that'll find buyers.
Yeah, nice call, Brian, definitely.
Yeah.
$47.40.
Yeah, I've got some here, 145, 45. If we can get there.
Weekday is hitting the scanner. What's that one up to? W day.
NTX. Here we go. Ah, yes. Filled. Pretty much. I've got a few shares left.
TQQ might bounce. Yeah, TQQ is bouncing. So Qs are bouncing. It's like TQQ might be a good bounce.
Yeah.
Neo is bouncing too. Eventually, we didn't get that on it. It's Apple doing. Do you think Apple is going to go to VWAP? It might go to VWAP, huh? SPY is squeezing too. That's a very interesting one.
It's really gonna depend on what the market does, I think. But we're right at the 9 moving average right now. We're really close to it on Apple. It's probably thinking of taking the rest of my shares off around here.
IWM also bounced back. IWM also popped up 1%. That's it. Apple's still good.
Yeah.
Nice call, Brian. Really nice call on Apple.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, it was just obvious it was really getting oversold. Yeah, I'm out of Apple. That was it. I didn't have a lot of shares left anyway.
I'm still in there. I still hold some.
Yeah,
I took a really big size there.
I think it's got a potential. Yeah, I started out with a small size and then added when it got down to that previous day low at 146.90. That was such an obvious area for it to bounce from. All right, so finally the Brang Brigade showed up. I knew it was going to show up eventually. See, I knew it.
You knew it. Next book, I knew it.
Yeah, we were talking about in the room yesterday around lunch. We were talking about my new book title. It's going to be I Knew It.
Yeah, actually, you should ask the community about the good title.
Yeah,
I
we
know you were
did.
thinking about.
Peter did a poll for us. The Brian Brigade, yeah.
I need to go to washroom, but I don't want to leave the desk. What should I do?
That's a dilemma.
You should have a bucket.
Maybe.
Traders should have a bucket nearby. That's for sure.
Jeez,
Or diaper.
that's just something. Yeah, or diaper. Yeah, that's just wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna leave Apple like this. I need to go. I have absolutely. I
We'll
cannot
watch
hold
it.
myself.
We'll
Yeah, hold
watch
the
it.
line, please, for me.
Oh, the line, yeah. Das Mobile. Yeah, I'm not keen about anything. Yeah, it's a great way to start the session. Yeah, sometimes you just look at the market and you think, you can see one or two stocks that look promising, and other times you just, you look at the thing, trading, and it's just nothing looks interesting. But as soon as the market opens, there always ends up being something that appears. AXP. What's AXP keeps showing up on the scanner here? American Express is popping up here. What are the travel stocks doing? AAL still selling off. Oh, KWeb just getting whacked again after that squeeze. There is not a lot of red on my screen or not a lot of green on my screen right now. Yeah, there's no green on my screen. The only thing that are green is Netflix. This is my big sort of watch list. I have about 50 stocks that I kind of keep an eye on. So Netflix is green. KOLD is green, which means that natural gas is down. 6 is just barely green. And that's about it. BNTX. Yeah, BNTX has been popping up on the scanner too here. Yeah, interest rates seem to be creeping up because the TLT, it keeps popping up on the scanner as hitting low bid. Yeah, BNTX is green. SPY looks like it's going to squeeze here. Yeah, AEP was on my list. It really didn't kind of make the final cut. Wells Fargo. I'm just looking at Apple again. If you look at the 9 moving average on the 2-minute chart, that's why I bailed on the rest of mine, because I kind of felt like it might just sort of stall out at the 9 moving average. It did exhaust a lot of buyers from that low all the way back up to the 9. So we're still in a downtrend on Apple, despite this bounce. So just keep an eye on the 9 moving average. If it can get through there, then the 20 is, or Right now, the 20's at 147.80. I'd be watching for maybe a possible higher low on Apple if it pulls back here. Maybe it can hold this 147 sort of 20 level.
All right, guys. I am back. Andres is back.
Apple's using the 9 moving average still as resistance.
Apple is coming back to my break-even point, so let's see what's going to happen.
Time is it?
Neil.
I'm gonna try to take a long here again on Apple, 147.23.
Well, that's heartwarming.
Yeah, just I want to see if it's going to make a higher low here on this pullback. Small size. Now, guys, I'm not. It's really. This is where things get a bit choppy. So, AL squeezing back up. Just keeping an eye on the SPY and the Qs as well. See what maybe putting in a.
Apple is coming back down, huh?
Yeah.
So I gotta go to run into a meeting. What should I do with Apple? Should I add or no? It looks really weak.
I don't know.
I'm adding a little bit more here.
Might be doing a double bottom here.
Yeah, I'm adding a little bit here. A stop loss with that 146.90, and I'm gonna put a stop loss because I gotta run into a meeting. Norm, if you're listening, I'm coming. All right. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'll come back. I just have to go run into a meeting. Thanks, Brian. Hold the line, please.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to. I bought some shares for you. Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't let it run. Come on. Don't. Come on. Hold this level. Yeah, problem is the Qs and the SPY are rolling over here, so that's not helping. I've stopped out of it. Not. It looks like it actually might break to a new low here. Yep. Okay. Let's take a boo at that. again, we're sitting right at resistance. 790 seems to be where we bottomed today and found some support. I'd hang on. I'm not sure what the SPY and the Qs are doing here. All the indexes are down today, so again, you could take a position, a starter position on that, and then in this area, and then just watch it. I wouldn't want to see it break the low of the day now. Wow, AMD's on a highway to hell here. Yeah, I can. I think I might have taken a screenshot of it at one point. Really, it's yeah. Let me see if I can find it. I'll screenshot it and maybe put it in the drive. But it's all the indexes, and then I've just got some stocks that in some groups that are always sort of in play. So I've got NVIDIA, MU, AMD, I've got Square, PayPal, some of the gold miners, ETFs, Facebook and Twitter. All the ones that you would you could name off, like Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla. JD's looking like it's trying to break out here. What's the market doing? Market's still weak here. Amazing. AXP is still hitting the scanner, going up. This is American Express, still strong. So this is, American Express is really a recovery trade. So it's kind of interesting that it's going up while everything else is going south. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. On Apple. Yeah, what concerns me about Apple on a daily chart is the 9 moving average is kind of flattening out here. It almost looks like it's put in a double top at 150. So, what's Triple M doing here? Yeah, big sell-off now. It's coming back. Still well off the yesterday's close. Snap. Wow, Snap's really lost it after that big move up. I still have some calls that I sold on Snap.
All right, I am back. I am back with my losing trade.
Yeah, Apple's kind of lost it again here.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm still in there.
It could not. Yeah, it
Let's
just
see what it
couldn't. You should
does.
have used. Why didn't you use a hard stop? Should have used a
Yeah,
hard stop.
because I should have. It's okay. I'm gonna see what it does at 146.70, and then I'll see how it does. I'm negative on it, but see what it does.
SPY is still trying to hold on to to a level here. The Q's made a new low, but now they're kind of flatlining again. We're going to find a bottom at some point here. NEO's just still using that 9 moving average on the 2-minute chart as resistance.
Yeah, Neo is
But
extremely weak. I don't think Neo has any love in it.
No, Tesla's kind of hanging on. It's not really moving much. If NEO can get through this 9 moving average, it could break 40. Whew, here goes AMD, another leg down.
Yeah, AMD leg down.
No love.
What is ARK doing? Cathy Wood, what the hell? Do something, Cathy Wood. Neo, JD went down to Neo.
Apple's fine, maybe coming up again here. Again, watch the 9 moving average to see what it does there, which is where we are right now, this 147 level.
Q sold off. Surprisingly, the Q sold off. They were strong in the morning.
Yeah.
Now it's the game of looking and patience.
JD just did a 920 trade. Someone asked earlier if you can use it on the downside. That was a 920 trade on JD. It just popped up above the 9, hit the 20, and then rejected. It would have been a good place for a short there.
See what Apple is doing. AMC is also struggling.
Well, Apple got through the 9 moving average. That's a good sign for if you're long. Watch, if it keeps going, watch the 20 moving average, 147.30.
146.70 was the moving average here. The daily chart, the 9 moving average. Oh, beauty. Futures are down. Oil is a little bit down. USD is strong. Bitcoin is some stuff.
Interesting. The XLF has gone green, which means the banks are
Happy.
the banks are happy, and it's probably because TLT is dropping, which means yields are going up. Okay, AXP just doing a 920 right now, but there's just no order flow on it.
What's NRXP doing? It's hitting a scanner. NRXP is interesting too. It's a little bit late to the party.
Might be a place where the Qs are going to find support.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of that. AMD might find support. Apple definitely back. I'm glad I didn't get out of Apple. Our buddy AMC is moving a little bit too.
SPY is still looking weak, though. Looks like it might break down again. Well, if you wanted to take a short on Apple, this would be the place to do it.
DYA is fading. Zella, nothing. Entech, garbage. IG, it's like a boss. QQQ, Timey. It looks like the Qs are bouncing. Apple. Yeah, it looks like Apple's bouncing. Might go to one back 147.40.
Just don't like the look of the SPY. Still looks like it's going to roll over here, head lower.
JD is getting destroyed.
Yeah, all
What's
the
the news on
Chinese
JD? Just Chinese internet companies.
Just more headline risk with Chinese government. I don't think anybody wants to own any Chinese stocks now.
That's very true. I definitely don't want to have anything Chinese. I mean,
Yeah. AMD's popping back up a bit here. SPY does look like it held low of day. That prior low, it's trying to hold on here. Qs are trying to hold.
Buying brigades.
Yep. Hopefully Jay Powell is in there with the printers. Cranking them up.
Printing. Another $10 trillion.
Yeah.
Punch protection team.
Yeah, I haven't looked. What is? Are they still out there buying? What's Fed balance sheet doing?
They usually buy the bonds. They don't buy the stock market, do they?
Treasuries, yeah. No, they've been buying treasuries. Oh man, still going up.
Zella.
Just
Yeah, Zella is running up. What's the float on Zella? XELA. I don't know if it's. They're not really into my ballpark. Zella is 16 billion, Janji? Really? Wow. $35 million Finviz, yeah. Yeah, just I don't know. I'm so bad at trading these low price stocks. Just I can't read the price action properly because they're a different crowd that they're trading them, and that makes it a little bit difficult to trade. At least for me, it makes it much difficult. It's so difficult. Yeah, I'm still in Apple.
right now it's just right now it's just using the 20 moving average now as resistance. That's why I said the good place to short it was 147.20.
Yeah.
I didn't short it just because I knew you were long.
Feel free to do whatever, man. No, Qs are QQQ made a new low, so Qs are weak. Definitely affects them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, now we're using the 9 as support on Apple. See if I would say this is a sort of a important area here to see it hold. Thor is trading Baba.
What do you do with Baba? Yeah, Baba is now 5%. I can't believe Baba is just getting destroyed. Baba is down year to date, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Even 2 years ago, since 2 years ago, it's red. Wow, it's gonna go. It's then the price. It's since 2019. Qs are making lows. Apple doing some stuff. So the three main indexes, IWM, Q, and do we have an index for Dow?
I use DIA.
DIA is an ETF or it's just an index?
Yeah, it's a trust. It's a spider trust. Dow Jones Industrial Average.
Is it equal to the Dow index? Like Dow is at 3,500 now?
No, it's 35,000. I think it's it's really close, except you divide by 100 because it's the DIA is at 350.
Dow has these indexes they showed with the hashtag. Which one was that? Yeah, INDU. Oh yeah, it's the dollar sign. Yeah, you're right.
Dollar sign, yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty much the same. DIA at the 3,500, 3,500. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. So it's good to see. It's like the SPY.
Yeah. SPY is finding a bit of a bottom here again. Again, I think it looks like it's trying to hold here.
Apple. Yeah, Apple is going back up. Nice. Nice. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks, Abiel. Thanks, Thor. Thanks, Jarad. Thanks, Lee. Everyone. Yeah, it's good to use the index DIA because you can actually trade this one too. So, Dow. And it's pretty much the value is pretty much the same. So, just divide by 100.
There goes. Look at these indexes are popping now.
Yeah, Apple might go back to 147.40. Look at SPYs. Yeah, that's a good one. JD's popping. Neo still was hard to catch that reversal on it. So Apple turned out to be a bad trade because because I was in a meeting, it really passed my stop loss. At the beginning, it was a really nice risk to reward. So risk to reward is really important. So that was my original stop loss. And then you see I got a really good run out of it. Later when I added, my entry came here, but it really passed my stop loss point. And now the risk to reward is just not as great. So that was a bad trade just because I wasn't in there. So just wanted to mention that you could also remember that the risk to reward is very, very, very important when you're trading. Yeah, AMC is popping higher. That's a really, really nice.
Yeah, yeah. Apple got through the 9 and the 20 that time.
Selling some Apple here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab some breakfast. So I had a decent day. I had a good got a good run on JD on that squeeze.
You're green? Oh, good for you, man.
Well, man. JD, it was one I kind of traded, just focused on, and then then the Apple trades were pretty good. That one bounce, that first bounce, got that one. Sita, you traded Apple. Yeah, that was a nice bounce on Apple. JD and Bob are kind of popping back up here. Again, K-Web popping again back up after selling off. Neo's popping up here.
All right, so we lost Brian. He was a good man. Let's see what Apple is doing. Mad Max, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna call it a day too, guys. I still have a little bit of Apple. I'm up $300 on it. So who's coming? Is it Norm coming? All right, YouTube guys, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate if you guys are still watching on YouTube. Give us 35 likes so we can get to 500 likes. That would be nice. That would be a record. Those of you who are staying, we appreciate if you like and make it to 500. All of your 300 people, if you're not bot, that would be very, very nice if you can like us. Are you bot? Sergey, yeah, 10 more likes. You get there. Come on, you can do it. Yes. 5 more likes. Yeah, come on. Yes. Dude, so you're not bad. You're actually listening. Good. Thank you, guys. That would be nice, guys. No, I had a bad day, so just trying to survive. It's that bastard AMD. Anyways, so thank you so much, guys. So today, webinar. Today we have a really, really important webinar, but by Chief Peter. He's gonna give us a really, really good webinar on. So you go to our website on the webinar page, and then we are having picking the right share size for you. This is the most important element in trading. If you want to be consistent, the share size is really important. You lose big, you win small. That's why you're not consistent. So Peter has been trading for a while, and he is an excellent teacher and excellent presenter. You know, you've seen his sexy voice and, you know, presentation in the chat room. It's just, he was born to be a, performance actor. So just don't miss it. And we love to learn from him. And then tomorrow we have Dr. Katz. Actually had some family emergency, so he was supposed to have a talk with Jarad and Thor about their experience as a trader. But tomorrow I'm going to cover for Dr. Katz, and I'm going to have some sort of a mentorship session, discussion, ask me anything type of thing. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, the complete list of webinars are in the website. So if you want to know what's going on, you can just go there. All the recordings would be available in the Education Center. And also we have that option course for those of you who are interested in learning options. Ardi developed that. Brian and Jarad also put some feedback on it. And, you know, it's going to be, slowly develop that. And remember that Jarad has the Crypto Friday. You know, Jarad is a computer scientist. He knows a lot. He's also heavily invested in different crypto assets. So we're going to have that discussion. All right, guys, have a good day. And I'll see you all tonight in Peter's webinar. Thanks, YouTube guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Subscribe to our channel because we want to get to 200,000 subscriber because that's the eligibility for verification by YouTube. So, you know, we appreciate every single one of you subscribe. Even if you're in the chat room, guys, and you're not subscribed, we appreciate you subscribe to our channel. So if you get to 100,000 subscribers, then we get that verification. That we really, really appreciate that. All right. Office tour, yeah. I have to do an office tour soon. That's for sure. Yeah, it's we actually just finished the really furnishing it, so I'll definitely record a video. What else? Yeah, there's nothing else. So just take a look at and see if the indexes are bouncing. IWM looks like really slowly bouncing. See if you can get the VWAP. It may not. So if it, see what it does. Qs are kind of bouncing as well. Yeah. All right. Talk to you soon, guys. Cheers. Thanks, Carlos.